Hi, I'm Cordilia James,
And I'm Joe Lovinger.
and we are going to take a look at some of the most unusual properties that have hit the market or just recently went under contract. One of the homes that really caught my attention, and I feel like caught a lot of folks' attention, is this Uber mansion at 2458 National Drive in Mill Basin. It was listed for sale back in for $30 million back in 2013. This is a huge home. It's like 14,000 square feet, but it's taken a few price chops over the years, including when it went down to 17 million and then to 12.5 million. It was originally owned by John Rosati, who's like this multi-millionaire who has ties to the Colombo crime family. It finally was sold for about $10 million before it hit the market again, to which it was most recently sold for $7.2 million. This home has 5 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms and a lot of marble all throughout. um, so I asked my sibling once, just what do you think of this house? And they were just like, a house? Like, it looks like a museum, a library, anything but a house, really.
I grew up in Westchester, and the first image that you were describing, where it looks like open arms, to me, it looked like all of the office buildings that we have out here that are like 4 stories and kind of like you wish you didn't see them when you drove by. But looking at the other views of this, like from the back where you can see the water, now I really get this. It looks almost like a Pacific Coast kind of like cliffside mansion, even though it's in Brooklyn instead of Los Angeles. Wouldn't buy it, but I'd love to go to a party here.
Go to a party here. Okay.
Yes. Would not buy it, would visit. Yeah.
This house has been called the saddest house in Brooklyn. What is your take? Is that a fair interpretation for either of you?
Okay, I would say no. But that's
it's just definitely not.
It feels out of place because as you said, Joe, like looking at this photo, I'm like, man, I would have forgotten that we're looking at Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's sad. I feel like people are so hard on
it. Yeah, when I think of sad, I think of like this house is in disrepair, its roof is caving in. That's not the case here. You can live here. You can live a very happy life in this house. You won't be sad if you live here. So the next house we're going to be looking at is 2 Monitor Street in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. This one was built in 2016 out of 21 shipping containers. It was last asking $5 million, which would be about $833 a square foot. I've seen shipping container homes used as answers for building affordable housing, or other people like it because it's eco-friendly, right? You don't have to cut down trees, and it's sort of reusing these big shipping containers that aren't seaworthy anymore. So anyway, I was sort of wondering, how much does a shipping container cost if I wanted to buy one? And weirdly enough, you can. So I went to Evian Containers. It's a website that sells used shipping containers online. Can't believe it exists, but sure. You can get a 20-foot shipping container for about $2,600 and a 40-foot one for $3,600.
That's really cool that you looked at all the other places that they've already done shipping container related houses. How does this one stack up? I know you said that. Is this the biggest, or is it
This one's definitely the nicest that I saw. Like looking at the inside, they've got, sometimes it's like you see the interior, and if I were there, I would look around and say, okay, I'm definitely in a shipping container. You don't notice that in a lot of these places in this Brooklyn house.
Just looking at the home, just on the outside, how it's kind of that slant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what rooms are closer to the bottom versus what is that biggest room there.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish they hadn't chosen that rust color for the outside. I've seen in a lot of their other projects, they go very bright primary colors like reds and oranges. And I saw a quote somewhere about living in a shipping container house, and it's like, if you're going to do it, you should let people know you're living in a container. So really go all out, make it look ridiculous, really go for the colors. This one, it just kind of looks I don't know, like fencing.
But on the inside, I love just like all the play with like the color and just everything that makes it kind of forget where you are, even though
Right.
outside definitely screams it. I feel like it would be really exciting to say that I lived in a place like this. So we're looking at 4 Hunts Lane. This is a home that was listed in Brooklyn Heights for $5.5 million. And what really stood out to me is that it's a carriage house. Originally, I feel like it's been on and off the market since 2019. So originally the price was around like $6.5 million, and that tumbled down to the 6.25, down to 5.85. So I mean, like that kind of like surprises me because I mean, the house looks gorgeous. I especially love the living room, which was originally the hayloft, I believe, which just imagining how many barrels of hay would be in that room is astonishing because it's just like, I mean, look at that rug taking up that space, just like, you know, so much sunlight, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, this one's definitely the winner for me on the day. I don't know if we're declaring winners. I mean, they're all winners. I love all of these houses, but this one is my favorite. The room that really stood out to me is this like art studio looking room. It would just be a dream for the work from home instead of the, you know, studio apartment where I'm working.
Real quick, I'm curious about also what you think, because for this house to be one to be so on and off the market, like, what do you think is something about it that could be holding buyers
There's
back?
got to be something. There's got to be a secret to this house that we just don't know.
Figure it out.
I really don't know. I'm looking. I mean, there's a dishwasher. It's not like there's no dishwasher. There must be laundry unit in here. I don't know.
Maybe it's missing horses. I don't know.
It's missing horses. Yeah, there wasn't enough room for the horses.
Okay, well, that's it from us. I'm Cordelia.
I'm Joe.
And thanks so much for listening. We'll hear from you guys again soon.